Hello and welcome again to another episode of Battle Ready.
Ready.
And today, this here is our first video of 2023. We made it!
Woohoo!
We made it to 2023.
Woo!
So one of the things we talk about is, every year, basically, Games Workshop does the new year, new army thing. And it's not really something we plan to do. We don't look forward to it like, oh, what's going to be our new army for the next year? But for the past couple of years, it sort of worked out. Last year, I had just begun a Soulblight Gravelords army at the end of the year, and so that sort of became my new army. And we've seen it in a few battle reports, so that's been good. And then this year, at the end of the year, I really was starting a new Beastclaw Raiders army. So I've got a start collecting set, all painted up and ready to go.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, let's continue. We got another start collecting for Christmas, and I also got a butcher. So with all that stuff sorted together, we're going to be able to...
We now have a bigger pile of shame.
yeah, we have a pile of opportunity, a pile of potential to start our BCR army. So I think we're going to start, or at least I'm going to start putting together some Beastclaw Raiders. All Stonehorns, no Huskguards. They're dumb. So
wait, you're not going to have a Huskguard?
I'm not, sorry. No Thunder Tusks.
There you go.
I will have a Huskguard, but he's going to be on Stonehorn. And I will have Beast Riders. They're going to be on the Stonehorn. So this is cool. This is exciting. It's always fun to sort of get into a new army and work on your painting scheme and see how you like them. And what's interesting is when we had these guys, I don't know, in my head, when I've seen battle reports online and sort of in my head when I think about what Mammoth, I thought these guys would be bigger. I thought they would be bigger than they are. These guys are pretty much the right size, but I thought these would be like, I don't know. I thought they would be bigger.
Like, so, these ogres are almost as tall as him.
Well, the ogres are all the same size. Yeah. But
like height, total. He's barely taller.
I don't know. That's pretty big. It's a big difference.
Maybe 3 inches.
So, not 3 inches.
I mean, model-wise.
So, I think that's what we're going for our new army. I'm really excited, and I think that some of this is because, especially the Butcher, maybe the Beast Riders, we can port over to a Gutbuster army, and maybe I'll start collecting Gutbuster type stuff too, and that'll be cool.
I mean, we did get a whole nother...
Yeah, we got a Ogre Vanguard for Christmas as well, so that'll be... It was a very model-heavy Christmas.
By we mean he.
Yeah, it was a very model-heavy Christmas. I didn't get many ties or socks, but I did get hobby materials.
You got a belt.
So, that's true, I did get a belt. So, other than this... Drake, if you could start a new army, what army would you be interested in starting?
3.0 Gloomspite. Because technically it's a different army.
Well, no, it's the same army, but I could see where you'd be excited. What are you most excited for the new Gloomspite?
Probably just revamped rules.
You think the rules? Yeah, the new Gloomspite. We're both very excited for the new Gloomspite. We're hoping most of the 3.0 tomes have been really good, and they've been really flavorful. They really get the idea of what the army is supposed to be. Most of them. There's some, not every tome is hitting on all cylinders, but most of them are pretty good. So we've got pretty high hopes for Gloomspite, because Gloomspite is a pretty flavorful army. You know how they should feel, and it would be great to see that reflected in a fun way that's also hopefully somewhat competitive. So last year for Christmas, Drake got a Start Collecting Ironjawz set. How many models have you finished painting, Drake?
11.
1. 1.
Are we counting? I'm like 99.99% of the way done with my guys. Nope. The last 0.01% is spray.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
So Drake has finished 1 War Chanta, but he has begun and has some models pretty close, but only begun every other model in that set. So there's 10 Ardboys?
10 Ardboys, 3
and 3 Gorguntas. So there's paint on all of them for sure.
I mean, and 2 of them little reflectings are snapped off.
You broke them already?
No.
Oh my gosh.
We can glue them back on.
So it's been a year. Drake's managed to finish 1 model. So when it comes to new army, new year, new army, I don't know, Drake. You need 2 years to finish an army. Maybe you need 2 years to finish a Start Collecting. You would need another Start Collecting plus like a Maw Crusher to actually make an army.
And a Wizard Man.
Oh yeah, and a shaman, a weird nod. Anyway, but Drake, let's say you're ready to play, and just gifted from the heavens, a fully formed, painted army could come down. What would be your pick? You could pick, okay, Gargants. You could pick a totally new army, or you could pick an army we have, but we don't have those models. So, for example, we have a Soulblight army, but it's all Virkos flavored, and you could do the Avangori, which is where they're all zombie dragons and terrorgeists.
Yeah.
So, with that proviso, still Gargants or something else?
Gargants.
Still Gargants.
Why?
Because
then I'd only have to do 6 models.
Yeah, but they're huge. My gosh, Drake. I think it would take you a couple of years to finish one Gargant model. There's like 6 of them. But let's say they all came down fully painted, right? Fully painted. You still would pick Gargants?
Yes.
How come?
Because, well, the Gargants are very sticky.
They are.
They're very hard to kill.
They have a lot of wounds, that's true.
And you could just kick the objectives away.
One of them can, that's true. But also remember that once one of them finally goes down, it's almost a quarter of your army gets killed in one slot.
Oh no.
And they all bracket.
Yeah.
I think if I were to pick, I would pick ogres. I'm really loving the ogres. Yeah, we got the ogre battle tome. I'm really excited to keep going with the ogres. I'm really excited to play them. And that's part of why I've gone to go with the Beastclaw Raiders. It's just less models fewer models to build and paint, right? So hopefully they'll get to the table quicker and you'll start seeing battle reports in the early part of the year. But once I get them, I don't know. I'm pretty excited for ogres. I think I might start going into the Gutbusters and see how that goes.
What Gutbuster faction are you going to paint? You're going to paint Meat Fist, Blood Gullet, or Underguts?
I don't know. I'll probably just paint them the box art. I tend to follow the box art. Not that I do everything exactly the same, but whatever the color scheme is. Like when I painted the Caradron, I went with the burgundy pants and the tan gloves. Right, that's the box art. When I did the what do you call them? The Graveguard and the skeletons. Skeletons are red. Graveguard got the purple, just like the box art. And I don't mind. I actually don't like painting, but I'm always worried that I'm going to paint something and I'm going to choose 2 colors that look terrible. They're like, oh gosh, this will look horrible. These are horrible monster people that can't dress themselves. And so by copying the box art, at least I know I'm picking colors that look I know how they look together. I don't always use the same colors. I don't always use the same precise hues, or I certainly don't highlight it up to the heavy metal way that they do it, for sure. But I often will steal from the colors. Or sometimes, is that a steal?
Yep.
Yeah. Or sometimes I'll go online and I'll look and see what other people have done. And sometimes people have chosen some colors that are really cool, especially for like elite units. And then I do that. And then sometimes like these Mournfang, right? Every one of these Mournfang, I chose different colors. I chose like 4 different recipes. So I've got sort of a whiter one, sort of a dirty white one with a little grayish blue or bluish gray in it.
And then one horrible monster.
Oh, it's not horrible. One that ended up a little bit more green than I thought it was going to be.
He used Briar Queen Chill.
Oh yeah, I used Briar Queen Chill, but I didn't come up with the look that I wanted. And so I started adding things and messing around and adding things and messing around, and turned out a little mossy. But that's okay. That's all right.
What kind of snow is that?
It's green snow. It's green snow. But it gives them a unique perspective, and so I like it. So I do like experimenting a little bit, but mostly I'll just sort of figure stuff out. And with the ogres, actually, I used mostly warm colors for their pants. Like this guy's got orange, green, darker green, brown. Blue. This guy's got blue pants. So he has a colder color, but he's the Frost Lord, so I thought that made sense. But yeah, I think if I could have an army just plopped down in front of me, maybe ogres. I'm very tempted to do a lot of squigs, but I sort of want to see what the rules are first, because I don't want to spend all that time doing all those models. And then there's like, oh yeah, in the new book, squigs are terrible. Like, that's lame. So I don't know. We'll see.
They better fix Squigger.
I'm sure they'll come up with something.
Because right now, Squig Herd sucks.
Yeah, Squig Herd's not the best right now.
That's an understanding.
All right. Well, Drake is looking forward to Gargants. Never going to happen. I'm looking forward to Ogors. Will happen in time. And I think that's our plan. Any other big plans for 2023? I tell you, the only other one that I have is I definitely want to keep going with Warcry. Mm-hmm. Warcry has been super fun.
I guess maybe since Gargants is impossible, I start collecting box of Iron Jaws.
Another start collecting?
No, just my start collecting.
Oh, to finish your current models?
Finish my current models.
And maybe break fewer of them? Drake.
Listen, we glued on the spider string, which was smaller than the
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Ergo, we can do that.
Anyway, this has been another episode of Battle Ready. Thanks so much for watching.